We bought a haunted house. What we found will haunt you forever. Maggie and Ryan, a young couple eager to start their new life together, were thrilled to move into their affordable dream home, a cozy 3-bedroom property nestled in a quiet suburban neighborhood. The house, though quaint, bore the marks of its aged wooden floors that groaned with every step, and a peculiar guest room at the end of a dim corridor. The room's window faced the untamed backyard, and its light seemed perpetually muted. "This place will be perfect once we settle in," Ryan said, balancing a takeout bag as he admired the space. "I'm going to make that backyard a paradise. Just imagine our summer parties." Maggie gave a small smile but glanced uneasily down the hall. "It's nice, but doesn't the guest room feel a little off to you? It's so cold back there." Ryan chuckled, brushing off her comment. "It's an old house, Mags. Probably just needs the HVAC checked. Don't worry about it." That evening, as Maggie unpacked, a chill crept over her every time she neared the guest room. A faint odor, sulfuric and sharp, seemed to waft from its direction, disappearing almost as quickly as it appeared. She tried to shrug it off, convincing herself it was nothing more than her imagination. But later, lying in bed, her unease returned. A soft creak echoed from the hallway outside their room, rhythmic and deliberate, like someone walking. Maggie sat up, holding her breath. "Ryan," she whispered, nudging him awake. "What is it?" he groaned, his voice thick with sleep. "Do you hear that?" Ryan listened for a moment, then shook his head. "It's probably the floor settling. Go to sleep." Reluctantly, Maggie lay back down, but she couldn't shake the feeling that she wasn't alone. Her dreams that night was riddled with dark corners and whispers, voices she couldn't understand calling her name. Ryan's long hours at work left Maggie alone in the house most evenings, giving her plenty of time to notice the peculiarities. Strange noises echoed through the halls, the sound of footsteps pacing in the guest room, light tapping that ceased the moment she approached, and faint laughter that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Curiosity overcame fear one night, and Maggie ventured into the guest room. The moment she crossed the threshold, the air thickened, pressing against her chest. Shadows gathered in the corners, unnaturally dense, as though they were alive. Her eyes were drawn to the floor, where deep scratches marred the wood, claw-like and jagged. A shiver ran down her spine when she saw the faint outline of a handprint on the dust-coated mirror. Panicked, Maggie fled the room and decided to research the house's past. What she discovered only deepened her dread. The property once belonged to Edward Harrington, a recluse with a reputation for dabbling in the occult. Decades ago, he was found dead, collapsed in the guest room under bizarre circumstances. His death was ruled as asphyxiation, but no definitive cause was ever uncovered. When Maggie shared her findings with Ryan, he was skeptical. "You think a death from 50 years ago is connected to a few noises in a cold room? Mags, you're letting your imagination run wild. What about the scratches on the floor? Or the smell? Or that shadow I saw in the hallway?" she countered. Ryan sighed, softening. "Look, let's call someone. A priest, maybe. Or one of those paranormal investigators, whatever it takes to give you peace of mind." They reached out to Lydia Carter, a local investigator with experience in clearing haunted homes. The moment Lydia entered the guest room, her demeanor changed. She warned them of a dark presence lingering there, an energy she believed was tied to Harrington's death. "This isn't just his spirit," Lydia explained gravely. "Something far older and far darker has attached itself to this room. Whatever you do not sleep in here, ever." Despite Lydia's warning, the house refused to let the couple go easily. On the night they planned to pack and leave for a hotel, a violent storm trapped them inside. Rain hammered against the windows, and the howling wind drowned out all other sounds. As Maggie hastily packed their belongings, a loud bang reverberated through the house. She turned toward the hallway and saw the guest room door wide open, though she distinctly remembered closing it. "Ryan," she called, fear twisting her voice. Ryan appeared, gripping a flashlight. "Stay here," he said firmly before stepping inside. "Ryan, wait." The door slammed shut behind him. Inside the room, the air was suffocating. The beam of Ryan's flashlight flickered, then went out entirely. He felt something brush against his arm, cold like ice. "Who's there?" he demanded, his voice cracking. The shadows along the walls began to shift, coalescing into a towering figure with hollow, glowing eyes. It spoke in a guttural tone, its voice cutting through his mind like a blade. "Stay with me." Ryan burst out of the room moments later, his face pale and drenched in sweat. "We're leaving," Maggie said, grabbing his arm as they fled to the car without looking back. Weeks later, as they tried to rebuild their lives in a new apartment, Maggie received an unexpected call from their realtor. "The new owners seem happy," the realtor said cheerfully. "Though they've noticed something strange, the guest room keeps bleeding through layers of paint. No matter what they try, the word stay always reappears." Maggie hung up, her hands trembling. She turned toward the hallway mirror in their apartment and froze. Scrawled across the surface in condensation were the words, "Stay with me." Behind her, a shadow loomed, its form twisting and reaching for her as the screen faded to black. Would you dare stay in a house like this? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to watch our next video to uncover the chilling true story behind this haunting tale.